What's up, guys? It's your boy Kazaris, and today I'm going to go over a fun little deck profile for the TCG, the new Tellarknight monsters, the Tellarknights. So the support they got is really cool. It enables a lot of cool one card rank 4 setups that get you to a solid board. There's also the turn skip that you can abuse with Tellarknights. I, however, find that to be a little too high investment. Like if you're going for the entire turn skip, you get like impermed on the one Tellarknights and then you kind of just lose. It just plays really hard into a lot of stuff. For a big payoff, sure, but I'd rather just play it safe and go for like a solid board. Kind of like the super heavy stuff. Like super heavy can do a lot, can extend a lot, but like, do you need to kind of thing? I'd rather just keep a lot of follow-up in hand and make a solid board state with a bunch of hand traps. Like this list is playing 11 hand traps. My friend showed me a super heavy Tellarknight deck. It looked like I played a few more bricks and was only playing 6 going second cards, whereas this is playing 11. So I find this to be a little bit better. Maybe, I'm not sure, I could be wrong. But this is what I have in the very limited couple hours of testing I have. So you're playing the Aratama Sakitama package because Aratama adds Sakitama. Sakitama reveal itself, summon itself, make a 1 card rank 4, which is Caduceus. Which can on Ixie summon add a Tellarknight and Constellar card from grave to hand. We're not really using that effect the most. It's good. You probably use it on following turns, but the best effect is you can detach material and banish banish a Tellarknight or Constellar monster from deck or hand, and then treat this effect as that monster's normal summon effect. So you can banish Sheraton to add Caduceus to get an extender, to add a spell to get another extender. To keep playing, that's typically what you're going to do. You can also banish Lyra to get an extender, but you typically banish Sheraton because both Lyra and Caduceus add the new Tellarknight Constellar, but Caduceus summons itself first to do so. So that way you get an extra body on the field, which is really important. And then when it's activated, you can special summon a Tellar or Constellar from hand or grave, which is great. And then you can target a Tellar or Constellar Xyz you control, special summon from your extra deck one Tellarknight or Constellar Xyz monster with a different rank from that monster. So typically you'll just use Telemi M7 to get a free rank up over top of Caduceus. That way you can change the Telemi back into a rank 4, which will be the Delteros. So I'll do some combos, I'll get into it, but typically you just need to know that Aratama and Constellar Sheraton are your 1 card rank 4s. Aratama add Sakitama. Said that already. Sheraton add Caduceus, special Caduceus add Constellar Twinkle, which is a garbage card, but basically just makes the Sheraton level 4, and then you use these 4 to make Caduceus and keep playing from there. You can banish Lyra, add this, etc. So it's kind of decent, and then you get this as a free extender, which is kind of cool. So the better one to start with is these 2, or you can just open a 2-card combo like Deneb Lyra. Or just like Vega into something else, which is pretty cool. But Renault and Living Fossil are your quote-unquote bricks. Renault is like more of the brick. Living Fossil is fine to open. It's still just Monster Reborn. But you play these just to get a lot of value off the Isolde. Isolde will add Altair for follow-up, and then it'll special Renault to add Living Fossil for 2 free bodies, which is really good. And that helps you make Apo and Masquerina and Infinity or Pleiades, something like that. So let's just jump right into some solo hands here. Why is it lagging for solo, bro? I'm not even... I'm just by myself. I don't need anybody. Why is it lagging for solo? Got my jug of mango juice. Nice jugs. There we go. Jeez. All right. Okay, so this hand is fine. We play Prosperity, just because typically only banishing 3 because you want to keep a lot of the extra deck. I'd probably banish like a Zeus, a Delteros, and the Diamond here because you kind of need the rest of the extra deck to do the combo. So I'm not going to activate Prosperity. I'm just going to start with Aratama, add Sakitama to hand. Sakitama reveal itself, normal summon itself. Overlay for Caduceus effect, detach. We already have the other Caduceus in hand, so we're just gonna banish. We're gonna banish Deneb. No, we're gonna banish Lyra, Banish Lyra. Add Tellarknight Constellar to hand. We're gonna... Oh wait, no, it should be... We're gonna add... Sorry, we're gonna add... I always forget that these can't search exactly the same ones. We're gonna add Tellarknight Skybridge to hand with Lyra, and then we're gonna special Caduceus. Use Caduceus' effect... Whoops. To add the Tellarknight Constellar to hand now. Alright, now that we have all the spells out of the deck, I'm gonna go Prosperity. Again, we're gonna banish... Because we like already have combo, so I just want to see what else we can get here. Deneb, Sakatama, and Altea. I'm gonna add Deneb. Yeah. Just gonna try and get some extra value out of this Tellarknight Constellar. So I'm gonna special from hand. Get Deneb effect search. I'm gonna add a Lyra. Okay. And now I'm gonna go Telemi on top of Constellar, and then use this to rank Telemi back down into Delteros. Delteros effect is going to pop itself. Detach material, pop itself. Delteros effect is then going to summon Altair from deck. Once it's sent to grave, Altair is going to reborn the Delteros. Not once per turn, summon from deck. We're going to link for Isolde. Isolde chainlink 2. Delteros chainlink 1. Isolde's going to add Altair to hand. Then we're going to... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm messing up a little bit. This Deneb add should have been a Nuclei. There it is. Should have been a Nuclei. And then we're going to special Vega, which will special a Nuclei on summon, and then that's going to dump Altea. Okay, now we're back on track. Now we're going to go Isolde, send Living Fossil to grave to special Renault. Renault effect, add Living Fossil to hand. Okay, now we're going to overlay these two. It doesn't really matter which two it is, but we're going to make Ga Magician, which will just reborn Delteros, get another trigger. We're going to link these 3 for Apo, trigger Delteros, again, special Lyra. We have not used Lyra's actual effect, but we don't have a target, so that's fine. We ran out of targets. So we used Caduceus to banish Lyra and treat Caduceus as Lyra's effect, but it wasn't actually Lyra's effect. That was Caduceus' effect. So we can use Lyra if we had another target, but we don't, so that's fine. So we're going to go Living Fossil, Reborn. Actually, hold on. Not yet. I'm going to go to these two for IP. We're going to go Living Fossil, bring this back, trigger Altea, overlay. Now I'm going to go a couple things. Now we have a couple options here. So we can go these 3 for Ptolemaeus. Now we can immediately rank up for Nova into Infinity, or we can leave Ptolemaeus for their turn, rank up into Pleiades on their turn after we use IP and Altea into Unicorn. So Unicorn will get a shuffle, and then we're going to go to Ptolemaeus, detach 3 into Pleiades, trigger Altea, reborn, which would then, if it's summoned, you can target cards on the field up to the number of light and dark exceeds monsters you control, destroy them. So we can target and pop 1, and then Pleiades can bounce 1, and then we have 3 negates on Apo. So we have a shuffle, a bounce, a pop, and then 3 negates. Or this could have been an Omni negate instead of a pop and a bounce. We could have had an Omni negate instead. This should be in the grave. Plus the Ogre in hand, plus follow up off of the Altair. The issue is though, like I kind of want to find room for a second Ptolemaeus, because I could turn the second. I could use the second Ptolemaeus. Wait, is it at? Well, wait a minute. Wait, is it even at? I feel like they immediately brought it to 3, right? Am I imagining things? Yeah, it's okay. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway. Yeah, I kind of want to find room for a second Ptolemaeus, because we can use that one to make Infinity as follow-up or Pleiades as follow-up, whichever we didn't do already. So I kind of want to get rid of a second Delteros. The issue also though is we would have used the entire extra deck anyway. So this is like a really tight list. This is a really tight list. I'm not maybe diamond isn't needed. But again, we use the entire extra deck there. We use all 4 of these links. This, yeah. So we used everything here. Which is kind of annoying. Anyway, let's just do another test hand. Like the list is cool. It can go second. You're playing 11 going second cards. Like yeah, we have Droll, Imperm plus full combo. We have Deneb. If this gets interrupted, that's fine. Deneb's gonna add Anukulai here. We're gonna go, this is why like Sakutama is like fine to open on its own. We're gonna normal summon it. I hit special summon, but doesn't actually matter. Getting it on the field, we're gonna go for Caduceus, effect, detach, Deneb, banish Sheraton, add Caduceus effect, special summon it, add Tellarknight, Constellar. Gonna activate it, we're gonna special Deneb. We're gonna rank up into Telemium 7. We're gonna rank back down with this into Delteros. We're gonna detach to target itself and destroy it. We're gonna special summon the Altair. Altair is gonna bring back the Delteros. We're gonna link Delteros and anything else, doesn't matter. For Isolde, we're gonna go Isolde 2, Delteros 1. Add this special Vega effect, special Anukulai effect, dump Altea. We're gonna go Assault effect, send Living Fossil to grave, special Renault, add Living Fossil back to hand. Now, overlay for Ga Magician, 4 Gagas. Bring back the Delteros yet again. I'm gonna link these 3. For Appaloosa, Bow the Goddess, trigger Delteros, special Lyra effect, add Tellarknight Skybridge. Going to link these 2 for IP. We're going to activate Living Fossil, Reborn, Reborn Deneb, trigger Altea, Reborn. Gonna overlay, overlay these for again either Ptolemais and then either Pleiades on their turn after you link off the Altea for Unicorn to get additional interruptions, or you can do it immediately for Nova into Infinity. Then we have Infinity, Apple for 3. So you have an Omni Negate, 3 Monster Negates, a Shuffle, an Imperm, and a Droll. So they have to play through all this while under Droll, which is really solid. Deck seems pretty cool, honestly. Like it does a lot. It plays through somewhat a good bit, just because like Sakutama, you have a couple extenders like Deneb, summon Lyra, or Deneb gets Imperm, summon Sakutama play anyway. It should be waiting for the Caduceus. I kind of want to play 2 of this also. Like again, I want to play 2 Caduceus, 2 Caduceus, 2 Ptolemaios, and kind of 2 Delteros, 2 Telemium 7. But like I can only play 2 of one of them. It's really limiting. Like unless I cut Zeus, but that doesn't really make sense because Zeus is crazy going second. Unless I could figure out, like, I should be going for Assault because that's still crazy, and maybe IP, but maybe I don't have to go for, I don't know, but like I'm making Appaloosa with the Renault, the IP, I'm making Appaloosa with the Renault, the Isolde, and the Delteros. So none of those are like level 4 bodies that could be used for anything else anyway. So maybe this is correct. Maybe it's just not IP. Maybe it's not IP, but I'm using Gaga Magician to make IP, which can't be used for anything anyway. Maybe it could be used, like it could be Utopic Draco, but I'm cutting the IP and then cutting IP, cutting Unicorn, and then adding those to the future Draco, which is the same amount of spots. So I'm not like clearing up anything And like Pleiades is nice to give your Ptolemaeus variation. Maybe I just cut Infinity and only do the Pleiades line. Yeah, maybe I do cut Infinity and only do the Pleiades line. But I don't get any hard negate, which is kind of a problem. Like it loses the Dark Ruler anyway. So like this is all the stuff you need to consider when building. So like if I cut these two here, I can add a second Ptolemy and I can add a second Delteros, which is cool. Or a second, probably a second Caduceus. Probably a second Ptolemy and a second Caduceus. That way, like I can use the Ptolemy again to rank back down into something. I don't know. Decisions. Lots to consider here, but the deck aims to do the same thing every turn. Going second, you have Ogre, which is solid. You have Prosperity, typically for 3. Not great there. I'd probably start with Deneb. If they try and do something to it, you have Skybridge. It locks you into Special Link Tellarknights, but you can still normal summon the Sakitama, which is pretty neat. You can go Deneb, add, and then they try and negate it, like Imperm or something. You can chain Skybridge into Vega, resolve the Deneb, and then Vega special what you searched off Deneb, like a Nuclei, dump Altea, which is pretty cool. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Just a very quick one today. Just wanted to go over the new Tellarknight cards. I like them a lot. Probably going to be trying them out. See what they can do. So I'll catch you on the next one. Enjoy your coffees. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.